Chicken this morning.
So Misha is here because she knows Dot Stanley, and Misha has a 7-minute. We're going to time her. She said
could be
7 to 8 minute presentation to help you with your clients who are downsizing or relocating. And stopwatch begins now. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Misha, and I wanted to start by telling you I'm not doing a PowerPoint presentation because I think those are really kind of boring, so I'm doing something that I got directly from the program Weeds, if you've all seen it. So a little bit about me to start off with. First of all, you will hear an accent in my voice. Just going to put my brochure down if everybody wants one. I'm Canadian. I've got 2 more years till U.S. citizenship, so I'm very excited about that. So you don't wonder where my accent is from. It's Canadian. And I was a drug rep for 23 years, 15 of which was in the United States, which was what brought me to the States, and I'll tell you why that's significant in a few minutes. So my company name is MME, Moves Made Easy, as you'll see in my brochure. I am a member of the National Association of Senior Move Managers, and I also do relocation not only for seniors but also for baby boomers, which is quite unique from all the other senior move managers. They tend to focus on one part of the business. In my business, it's a very individualized menu for people to choose from. You'll see in my brochure there's a full list of services. So I call it a menu. So what I do is I go into people's homes and I go through every teacup, every pair of shoes, every toy. Help the client decide what goes to eBay, what goes to Craigslist, through their cutlery, through every single item. This is an incredibly time-consuming task. I know real estate agents are very hands-on with clients, but you guys often do not have the time to do that, and that's often
or the interest level,
or the interest level, or the pay. So this is a big part of what I do that differentiates what I'm able to do from what you have the desire or ability to do. So I have people who do eBay, who do Craigslist. I have antique dealers. I have a full menu of people who can sell and donate consignment clients' products. Then for the entree course of what I call it, this is where we can overlap somewhat with real estate agents. Household repairs, if the house needs roofing, if it needs landscaping, if you need a handyman to replace the doorknobs or the window sills or the carpet cleaner, whatever. So I also at this point, as I'm going through with the client, take photos of their china cabinets so that I know when I'm doing the unpack what goes on the low shelf, what goes on the median shelf, what goes on the top shelf. I've also at this point spent a great many hours with the client, so I have a really good feel for how they like to live, which is often very different from the way I like to live, but everyone has their own relationship with their stuff. The next thing that I'll do is I'll do a floor plan of their new space, again, depending on whether it's a continuing care retirement community or whether they're just moving to a smaller space. So with the baby boomers, if they're moving from a 6-bedroom home in Elkins Park to the Four Seasons Hotel in the city, they might have huge furniture. They think it's going to fit often. So I'll do the floor plan to say you've got to have more than 3 inches between your coffee table and your sofa. And part of the service that I offer is if they're young and able and want to go buy their own furniture, great. If they don't or they need assistance with it, I'll go and shop for furniture for them or just go online and show them photos, whatever works for them best. Now, amuse-boucher, my French background, that's the in-between courses, your palate cleanser. So I am a trained packer. I've gone out with a number of moving companies, local moving companies, who have trained me how to pack things. So I know how to take care of the tiniest little fragile item to, well, I don't actually pack 60-inch televisions, but the whole way through. And then I do hire movers. I'm not actually a mover myself. So the dessert,
really? That's kind of good to know.
Yeah, although I'm pretty strong. So this is my under 75, over 75. So this is kind of how I divide my clients a lot, and these are very kind of loosely structured. The baby boomers, this is what I call the CEOs, CFOs, COOs, who are often still employed with very responsible jobs that just don't want to deal with the move. So these are the folks that are moving from the suburbs to maybe a high-end condo. It could be a very high-end 55-plus community. Again, take care of the entire move for them. The 75-year-old pluses are often moving to Rattle Park, what have you, continuing care retirement communities. Same process, but this is where I talk about my experience as a drug rep. I sold to doctors for 22 years. I feel comfortable talking to CEOs, to the front desk person who's often the gatekeeper, as we all know, so I can schmooze it up with anybody, basically. So a little bit about me again, and what I really think is a really important differentiation of Moves Made Easy is my ability to really listen. I think, especially for the seniors, which is a large part of my client base, they want to tell the story of that teacup or that photograph. And while I keep reminding them that I'm on the clock, because it's really important that they're reminded that I'm not their best friend, that I am there as a consultant to them, I really feel it's important for me to give them the respect of listening to the stories and taking the patience to help them through what's an incredibly challenging time in their lives. You'll notice on my brochures that I use the recycling logo, and I use this because I talk about repurposing. Everything that comes out of my client's home, I try and find the best use for. I hate pulling dumpsters up to the front door. It breaks my heart. I have found organizations in Philadelphia that help new immigrants settle into their homes. So I've often taken clients with their pots and pans and sheets and towels directly to a new immigrant's home. It makes them feel so good about giving them their things away that previously where they were reluctant to give things away, now I can't take enough from them. And it really helps connect the dots and make people feel good about the things that they're giving away. So this is the what's in it for me. So I want to just let you know that I will appreciate any referrals, and appreciate is a word that is kind of vague intentionally. Different brokers have different rules and regulations for how I can appreciate you, but be sure that appreciation will come your way with any referrals. So that is basically it. It's my timing.
Quick.
So any questions, answers?
What's your fee?
Generally about $50 an hour. It depends on the client. Again, some clients, if I go into and they say, just move everything, you know, they don't want to do the schmoozing and the telling me the stories. It's a little bit, there's a small sliding scale, but $50 is the number of choice.
If somebody is clearing out like a larger home and maybe it's an estate sale, will you work up a firm price?
Can do.
Versus doing it per hour?
Can do. Can do. It's all flexible. Every client has a unique situation in my business, as it is in your businesses. So it's very flexible depending on the client needs.
Do you have a connection with like art dealers and those kinds of things? I have some. So you connect with the getting rid of furniture, getting rid of art, the value.
Yeah,
you know.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I've everything from Goodwill and Impact all the way up to Camel Auction House, which is
Okay.
But I'm always looking for more contacts. So
Okay.
if there's anybody you know, please.
No, I'm saying a client who might need your services.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Anything else? Well, thank you so much. I hope you all get out of here before the snow gets crazy.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the
Thank you
food.
very much.